Wars can occur for various reasons. Many conflicts occur due to differences in ideology, resources, and territory. And always raises the public's attention, the conflict between Israel and Hamas has not been visited by the word peace. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains one of the most enduring and challenging conflicts in the world. This dispute cannot be resolved. One way is to fight, to maintain its power. Israel apparently cannot fight the enemy with air support alone. Therefore, Israel must ask the U.S. for help. The U.S. has many of the most powerful combat equipment today, such as the U.S. Gerald Ford and the F-22 Raptor, which has never been defeated. U.S. aircraft carriers worth $13 billion were also deployed to the eastern Mediterranean Sea. And other support was also mobilized by the U.S. to support Israel in achieving victory. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced on Sunday that he had directed the U.S. Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group to sail to the eastern Mediterranean region in an effort to provide support to Israel following attacks launched by Hamas. The attacks have killed more than 1,000 people on both sides, including Americans who have been reported as dead or missing. This large gathering of troops reflects the United States' determination to prevent the conflict from expanding in the region. Meanwhile, the Israeli government officially declared war on Sunday and gave permission for significant military action in response to attacks from Hamas. The U.S. Gerald R. Ford, the Navy's newest and most advanced aircraft carrier, will sail with the support of approximately 5,000 sailors and its fighter deck. It will be accompanied by cruisers and destroyers in a show of force intended to respond to any eventuality, including attacks, as well as to prevent the smuggling of additional weapons to Hamas and conduct surveillance operations. Apart from Ford, the U.S. also sent the cruiser U.S. Normandy and destroyers U.S. Thomas Hunter, U.S. Ramage, U.S. Carney, and U.S. Roosevelt, and the U.S. also added several other fighter jets, even the F-22 Raptor, which is ready to fight in the eastern. The U.S. maintains the readiness of its forces globally to further strengthen this deterrence posture if necessary. US Gerald Ford proudly sailed towards the eastern Mediterranean Sea. With a displacement of around 100,000 tons, the Gerald R-class Ford was larger than its predecessor, the Nimitz-class, but could accommodate 500 to 900 fewer crew members. The Ford-class ships will have 23 new or upgraded systems, compared to the Nimitz-class carriers. This aircraft carrier can carry up to 90 aircraft, including the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, F/A-18EF Super Hornet, unmanned fighter jets, and many more. US Gerald R. Ford was the first aircraft carrier of its class, and the first new aircraft carrier designed in more than 40 years. Having a displacement of up to 100,000 tons and a length of around 333 meters, this ship is one of the largest aircraft carriers in the world ever built by the U.S. The first Ford-class aircraft carrier, and is an aircraft carrier equipped with a variety of weapon systems. The U.S. Ford has some serious destructive capabilities. Several weapons components on the U.S. Gerald R. Ford includes Evolved Sea Sparrow missile, Rolling Airframe missile, and the extremely vicious MiG-15 Phalanx. To win Israel's battle against Hamas, the U.S. Gerald R. Ford has several new features and technological improvements compared to previous aircraft carriers. Number 1. Advanced Sensor and Communication Systems. The Advanced Sensor and Communication System aboard the aircraft carrier U.S. Gerald R. Ford is a critical part of the ship's infrastructure that allows the ship to detect threats, communicate with aircraft and other ships, and participate in tactical operations. The ship is equipped with various radar systems that can detect targets in the air and sea. This radar works by emitting electromagnetic waves and then detecting the reflection of these waves from the target. Data received from this radar is used to track the position and movement of targets. The ship also has a sophisticated tracking system. Data from radar, sonar, and other systems is combined to provide a complete picture of the situation around the ship, including the movements of enemy aircraft and ships. The U.S. Gerald R. Ford has a highly advanced communication system that allows it to communicate with aircraft in the air, other ships in the vicinity, and ground command. This includes voice and data communications. This system is critical to coordinating operations and maintaining secure communications. Data from all sensor and communication systems is processed and managed by sophisticated data processing systems. This makes it possible to analyze data and make decisions based on the information provided. Number 2. Electromagnetic Launch System. The aircraft launch system on the U.S. Gerald R. Ford is one of the advanced features that differentiates this ship from previous aircraft carriers. The U.S. Gerald R. Ford uses an electromagnetic launch system to launch aircraft from the ship's deck. The main advantage of EMALS is that it provides greater flexibility in launching different aircraft, including lighter or heavier aircraft. The system also minimizes stress on the aircraft and launch components, which can increase operational life and reduce damage to the aircraft. The EMALS system on the U.S. Gerald R. Ford allows the ship to operate modern aircraft more efficiently and enhances the ship's aircraft launching capabilities. EMALS is one of the newest technological features that makes U.S. Gerald R. Ford the most advanced aircraft carrier in the world today. The selected aircraft is positioned on the ship's deck and securely fastened to the launching device. The operator sets launch parameters according to the type of aircraft to be launched, including aircraft weight, desired launch speed, and initial acceleration. EMALS works by using electrical energy to produce a strong electromagnetic field. Energy is injected into the system to replenish energy. When everything is ready, EMALS is released, and a powerful electromagnetic field is used to launch the aircraft. EMALS provides smoother launches and can be electronically reset to suit different aircraft requirements. Number 3. Nuclear Power U.S. Gerald Ford. The aircraft carrier U.S. Gerald R. Ford is powered by two A-1B-type nuclear reactors. It is a nuclear propulsion-type reactor that produces heat energy through nuclear fusion and fission reactions. This heat energy is then used to produce electrical power and propulsion power for the ship. The nuclear reactor on the U.S. Gerald R. Ford produces enough electrical power to operate all of the ship's systems, including sensor systems, communications, weapons, aircraft fuel supply systems, and all other aspects of ship operations. The Ford-class aircraft carriers have more efficient nuclear reactors compared to previous aircraft carriers. One of the great advantages of nuclear power is that aircraft carriers can operate without having to frequently refuel like conventional ships. This allows the ships to have a greater operational range and can operate for decades without having to return to base for refueling. The use of nuclear power allows the U.S. Gerald R. Ford and other Ford-class carriers to have high operational capabilities and be self-sufficient, and to serve as important power projection platforms for the United States Navy. With the power of the U.S. Gerald Ford, it is claimed that it can save Israel from destruction, which is not temporary.